Okay, today I'm going to introduce and test the RS3M V5 from Moyu. They really made a few concepts. The first one is this robot holder. Maybe it's really good, I don't know. But they are adding this feature to all their products now. Furthermore, they started to use V in their product series. We already know that Weilong V9 here. The whole series. This is the 9th version of the Weilong series. This is the 5th version of RS3M. Okay, I really like this box. It's very nice. Even with the robot holder, it's still nice. Because it feels great. Okay, here you can see there are 4 versions. The standard magnetic version is the most basic version. Then double adjustment version. Then this is the maglev version. But it has a robot. Okay, this is the maglev ball axis UV coating version. We have been selling this for a few days. Many customers are asking if there is a cube-only version. Just like this one inside. Well, it doesn't seem to be. This is the only one. Then you can only have to buy it as well. But if you really don't like it, you can use it to hold other cubes. I think it's okay. Anyway, the pricing is nice. I think it's all within the acceptable range. It's really not expensive, okay? Okay, let's seal it. There are too many things. I don't know how to focus. Okay, this basic version. Version 2, 3rd, 4th. Let's take a look at the robot. It comes with 2 instructions. One is algorithm. The other one is his doll box. But this is really... I think you not put this one. Because this is the previous version of manual. Before this, their doll box. This is for the doll box. But this is not a doll box. You still put this in. It seems to be a little rushed. Okay, let's focus on this. Okay, there are these 2 things. Screwdriver. Then there is this. This is from the Huaming. There was a magnet plate. Or a spring plate. Then add an adjuster. This is just for spare. It can't change 6 sides. Okay, it's the same here. It's almost here. Let's look at the cube. Okay, these 4 versions. Sure enough, the one with UV is the most beautiful. Let's take a look at its size. The size is 55.7, 55.7. Hey, that's right, 55.7 smaller than 56. Just a little bit smaller than 56. A little bit bigger than 55.5. In short, it's still the most popular size. A little smaller size. Okay, let's take a look at the weight 67. Double magnet 68.7. Maglev version. Is the most heavy. This is replaced by a magnet from a spring 72.74 grams more. Okay, the heaviest UV maglev version 76 grams. All around 70 grams. Very light. In fact, its inner material color is also different. These 2 basic, 1st and 2nd versions, is the primary ABS. Okay, let's see the purple inside. So it's a maglev version. It's from Weilong purple version. Then this should be the Huaming color. That's right, the green of the Huaming. Okay then. Although there are so many versions, but they always have one simple concept. They are following the same rule. The rule of naming. So it doesn't make you confused. Just for their naming system. Cubers who don't understand. It may be easy to get confused. So this is good. According to the previous few. Maybe Super RS3M or Weilong. Weilong V9. In terms of experience. Or Huaming. In fact, it is not that their magnetic versions should be better than lower tiers. Sometimes after breaking in, the performance is better than higher tiers. I think sometimes it should be at this stage. Balance will be more important. Though single structure may not be outstanding. If the overall balance is good. In fact, the cube does not need to be the top specification. It can also make you turn the most smooth. It actually feels pretty thin. Then the density is not very good. The seam here is easy to. It may be related to its structure. You see, it's easy to peel off. This cube may not be very strong. Magnetic is weak. This is the basic magnetic version. In fact, the feeling of turning is quite light. Weilong 3C Plus magnets. It's light and smooth. Then there is a little bit of magnetic. It does feel like that. Okay, it looks like this inside. It's very simple. Screw it directly. Adjust your axis and spring. Good. Double magnetic version. Let's see what's in there. Magnetic spring. Can make you just adjust it with your hands. You don't need a tool to adjust the spring compression. It makes it feel a little harder. The density of this one is the same as this one. You just have to press hard. You have to press hard. The two sides will stick out. You can feel that the edge is scratched. This is a little bit. A little bit. It feels a little bit. Good feeling. There's nothing different with this. Except for only one thing. You can adjust the spring directly. Because like I said, it's very light and smooth. If you don't control well, it's very likely to overturn. It is easy to turn with one hand. It's very light with one hand. That is, it's soft, so it's easy to turn over with one hand. Besides that, it's pretty comfortable. It's very light. It feels good. Good, not bad. I think after considering the price, this one should be quite suitable for cubers who have just learned. They will have feeling of upgrading. Not bad. If you change from Weilong to this one, it should feel very upgraded. This is not bad. Not bad. The resistance of cutting is soft. But after passing the highest point, it will suddenly become harder. This is quite similar to their previous structural designs. It's almost the same. Let's take a look at the box. Box made of paper. Usually after this one, the quality should be. There will be an upgrade after this version. It feels like it has lube inside, and a little more, so it doesn't turn up. It feels like rubbing on the sandpaper. A little dry. This one is drier. This one has a little bit of lube. The problem I just talked about is its strength. The strength of the parts. The strength of the parts is not good. So if this one falls, it's possible to broke. The corner will be easy to deassemble. Because I just pressed it with my fingers, and it peeled off. Let's look at this. This maglev version. Is this spring? Is this magnetic maglev? There is no difference. But the whole weight is a little bit. I think it's a little bit heavier. It feels more balanced. Both of these are lighter. Both are lighter. This one is a little bit heavier. Then turn it up. This is. Maybe because it's a maglev. The one at the magnetic ring. The force of magnetic rings is weaker. Its spring force is stronger. There is a difference. The spring force is stronger. Then you say, this is smoother because of the magnetic suspension. I think this one is already very smooth. This one is really smooth. Just like Dian Pro M. It's the same. The friction at the bottom is all plastic. So there is no difference between the maglev and the spring. It's just a very small difference. Maybe after breaking in, the difference will disappear. But at the moment, I think. In fact, the feeling is quite similar. It's just a little bit heavier. It feels more stable. Finally, let's look at the UV version. Oh! Why is it harder? Why? Why does it feel harder? Is the plastic harder? Thicker? But I really admire them. Why can the coating be so beautiful? And their coating technology may have improved. The cost has been reduced, and it has become cheaper. It is good. Let's see the coating cube. Coated a UV coating on the surface. Shining. So its surface has become thicker. The feeling of grasping. It's obviously better than the others. it's not that good. The feeling of turning. Because these three are really light and thin. Considering about texture of the surface. It's matte. Then it becomes a bright surface. And it has a thick layer of UV coating. Kind of UV gel. It's not as light and thin as they are. The plastic. Yeah. This is one of the advantages of UV coating. This is really great. Good rebound. Maybe because it's getting heavier. The inertia of the rotation is getting larger. Since its magnetic force is still weak. These four magnets should be about the same. Its magnetic force should be weaker. But the rebound of this one may be more comfortable. Is in the process of rotation. The average output during the bend. That may be thicker than this whole thing. It's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit more inertia. Have you noticed that I haven't had a cube been lubed? So everything is out of box. If it's the feeling of the appearance, this UV version is surely the best. Okay, I think that's it. There is a ball core. The ball core. The maglev version. This version does not have a core magnet. It's like this. The naked core. Then this is the ball core. This is the core magnetic version. That's right. I just said that. The feeling of stability may be because of the core magnet. It's funny. I think the magnetic force is strong for a single corner. But it's weak after the cube assembled. Maybe the distance between the core magnets is too far. You see, I really don't feel the core magnet, which helps it go back. But I just turned it up. I think it's more stable. Although its core magnet does not help a lot. But when you turn it up, it really works. Okay, I think these two and these two are so different. You can see it as a different feeling of cubes. Just like the Mortritima. It's the same way. The first two and the last two, it's completely different. So these two have a tool. I don't think you should consider whether it has a core magnet or not. What you need to consider is the stability. With this UV, the surface is more beautiful. And then turn it up. The inertia is also bigger, because it's a little bit heavier. So this one is more stable than this one. Why can the rotation be so smooth? It's not smooth yet. After breaking in, it should be very powerful after breaking in. Compared to V9. Let's compare this V9. Compared to V9. They are all very loose. These four are the same. V9 feels a little tight and solid. This one is super loose. Not bad. Okay,